some kind of ailment that you weren't expecting, and now you're immobilized. Rare for us in America, but there may even be persecution that comes in. Why are all of these roadblocks in my life as I'm going down the highway of life? Because they are blocking my goals. My goal to have life under my control on my terms, to live a pain-free life that's free from suffering, to have a happy life filled with pleasure. And then I expect God, people, and all of my circumstances to cooperate with me to meet my goals. I don't think I'm living for my goals. I don't think I'm living just to build my kingdom. Well, there's some warning signs that help us see when we're really living for our own kingdom, when we're living the self-life, where it's all about me. These warning signs are pride, fear, anger, bitterness. I may feel like a martyr. I may try to please everybody to keep them happy. I may get depressed. I may feel like a victim. When any of these things are apparent in my life, they're a warning sign, and here's the warning. You're living for the wrong goals. And if I'm living for the wrong goals, that means I'm living for the wrong kingdom. See, I believe I deserve to reach these goals. You know what God believes and what God thinks? God thinks my goals aren't biblical. God has never promised that He is going to meet my goals in order to build my kingdom. What He's promised is that if I'm living for the wrong kingdom, it's going to be evident in my life by all of these different warning signs. So what do? How do I change my approach to life? It starts by living for the right kingdom. And when I live for the right kingdom, it's going to affect my goal. I must change my goals to God's goals. That's to glorify Him, to know Him intimately, to grow to be a greater image bearer of Christ. And now I live and serve a kingdom purpose where He is king. And as soon as I do that, these roadblocks change as well. Now the things that I see as getting in the way of me accomplishing my goals become, instead of obstacles, opportunities to accomplish God's purposes in my life. And now they become stepping stones to what He wants to do. So these people that are difficult are still difficult people, but I no longer view them as a roadblock. I can see them as a stepping stone to accomplish God's purposes in producing humility and dependence and all the things necessary to be a part of His kingdom. These painful circumstances turn into stepping stones, where they force me to be dependent on God in all new ways. And even though I may continue to experience failed expectations, I realize that even these are submitted to God's sovereign plan for my life, and they are opportunities to trust Him. And though I may continue to be rejected, I now view this rejection in a totally different light as a stepping stone, and again, an opportunity for me to really grab onto the fact that I am accepted by God, the creator of the universe. And yes, I may continue to experience all kinds of losses, but those losses are put in light of eternity and the hope that we have of seeing all of creation restored back to its intended purpose someday and living as the way God designed us. And illness may go away, but once again, it becomes a stepping stone and an opportunity for me to depend on God and to live for a different kingdom. One that may not be all now, but we look forward to that day when there's no more sickness, no more crying, no more death, because the gospel has reached its fruition. Though we may not experience, like many of our friends around the world are, even persecution can be turned into a stepping stone, and God uses persecution to accomplish His purposes in our lives and in the world. So how can I really live life and venture down the highway of life and see these things as stepping stones, as opportunities rather than obstacles and roadblocks? Well, when I'm living for God's kingdom, I'm not left on my own. He's given me all the resources I need to live for His kingdom. He's given me Himself. He's given me His Spirit. The very Spirit of God that resurrected Christ from the dead now lives in me and gives me the power and the ability to view all these things and persevere in the middle of these things. He's given me His Word. He's given me His people, and He's given me His suffering. When was the last time you would put suffering on your list of resources God's given you? It's because God knows that that suffering is what is going to help us expose the self-life and produce the dependence and humility on Him that is required to live a surrendered life. When I live for His kingdom, everything changes. So the question today is this: whose kingdom are you living for? In Matthew 6, Jesus said, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth doesn't corrupt, where rust doesn't destroy, where thieves cannot break in and steal. What are you investing in? Are you investing in things that matter? Are you living for the right kingdom?
Well, that was kind of a good summary of everything. That video, by the way, is out on our website, CTOministries.org. Under Discover CTO, you'll find some media messages there. That's kind of a good summary of everything that we've been talking about tonight. So we're trying to make disciples who make disciples who are living for the right kingdom. Yeah, we've got a lot of materials, we've got a lot of stuff we've written, but I don't want to bring it back to this. Here's the greatest thing that you have going for you. You have, number one, your experience with Christ, right? You have the Word of Christ to share with people. But you also have the Holy Spirit living inside you. You bring all those three things to the table, and you watch what God will do in the life of another person. You watch how you don't have any idea what to say, and all of a sudden words start coming out of your mouth. And you remember this verse that maybe you didn't even remember memorizing, and all of a sudden it comes out and it's exactly what that person needed. See, if real change from the inside out is the work of God in our life and it's the work of His Spirit, all we are is a vehicle and a tool that He can use in that process. So you don't have to have it all together, and you don't have to know everything. Find yourself a track to run on, find yourself some tools, get some training if you need to, and then just jump off the cliff and watch God show up. And I'm telling you, there isn't anything better than watching God change someone right in front of you. My kids would often ask me, how do you know God's real? Well, He's revealed what He's like throughout creation. So you can know God's real through that. That's general revelation. And He's told us in the Bible what He's all about. That's special revelation. But I've also watched how He changes people. He's changed me, and I watch Him change other people right in front of me. And that's how I know God's real. So I just want to encourage you. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. But jump off the cliff and watch what happens. We started 10 minutes late. We have 6 minutes. Any questions that are hanging out there that I left you with? I'd hate to have you sitting there thinking, oh, wow, what about this? Great. Almost everything I said, you've probably heard some of it before, but there's also all kinds of resources on the website that say all this stuff. So just avail yourself of that, and if we can help in any way, that's what we're here to do. We've got some great people here at Liberty that know how to disciple, and they can help you as well. And they can help train you, and they can get you going and get you with the tools that you need to do. And John, would you close our time and pray next one?
Heavenly Father, we are so grateful that you provide us with your Holy Spirit. That as we know you, your Spirit abides within us, and He is the only one who can use us to create change and make disciples in other people. We thank you as well for your word. Your word is truth, and your word has power, and your word transforms. And I pray that each one of us tonight will go from here encouraged and equipped and with enthusiasm and zeal to be the people who make disciples here within this body. We commit ourselves and this church to you and ask that you do just great things through us. Thank you for Randy, and thank you for his willingness to come here to teach and to train and to equip us. And I pray that you would bless him abundantly, give him safe travel, and go before him. And we pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thanks.